Yo, 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 what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy KO. I got my OG KQKC backstage, and this is the episode, another one of the morning after show. Let me bring them up real quick, and let's get this party started. Let's see here. There we go. KQ, what's going on with you, man? How you doing?
Man, what's going on, man? I'm doing pretty good, man. Just a little bit tired, but hey, I'm ready to go for another one tonight, baby.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to my dog, Hunter on the Hunt, dropping the 20-piece snow biscuit, 20 of them things in the cash app. We say, salute. Salute to you, Hunter. Let me run this down. KQ, speak to all these people in the building. Let's get
Yes,
straight
sir.
to the show because we got a whole lot to talk about, man. We
All
got
right.
Texas 16 South in the building. What's up with it, man? We got OG Walk on Water, Robert Monroe Jr., Realistic Washington fan. What's up? Crush the Legend. Barbara D is in the building. Hardcore Casual. I see you. All things. What's up with it? All things. Salute, bro. Excuse me. Andy Gill. What's up, Andy? Hold on. Let me turn it off real quick. All right, there we go. Andy Gill in the building. What's up, Andy? Salute, bro. Hunter on the Hunt. What's up with it, man? Dr. Mark in the building. What's up, Dr. Mark? Salute to you. We got Big Braille in the building. Ball Out Mixtape Fire. Jab Queen Boxing. Let me see here. Big Bob Gunn. What's up? Boxing and Barbecue. What's happening with you? We got Mark West in the building. Rashad Warner. James Marshall. Opulent LDTV. NO Boxing 504. Brother Huey Q. What's good with you? Emmanuel Pettigrew. What's good, Emmanuel? We got Quee in the building. What's up, Quee? We got who else is here, man? Salute to DC Dre. What's up, DC Dre? Terrell W. Everything healthy. I see y'all. Terrell Jackson. What's up? 3410. Cedric. What's good with you? Poi Pounder NW. What up? Cam J Network. What's good, bro? Richard Paris. Marzi. I see all y'all. Terrence Gayton. What up, Terrence? Savage Bo is in the building. What's up, Savage Bo? Wise Sports Betting. What's good? We got Ashton B in the building. VA Bell Abuse. And I think that's everybody so far. Smash that like button. Run the likes up. And welcome to an episode of the Morning After Show. KQ, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing fine, man. Just want to get a shout out to Opening LD and the Cash App. All right. I appreciate you, bro. Yes, sir. All right, but I'm doing fine, man. I'm doing fine. I made the best of these fights this weekend, so I hope everybody was satisfied with it. But we're gonna talk about it. All right. So, but still in all, it was,
yeah, man.
It was boxing, So, yeah. So, what you got, man?
Was it though? was it boxing? Was it really boxing?
Yeah, of course, and a lot of people see I'm old school, right? And of course, I'm not used to the new wave thing, and of course, people like action, but people get Ali and what Devin Haney did mixed up. Okay. Ali, yes, he was on the back foot, this and that, but he was letting his hands go at the same time. He was working that jab too on the back foot. He wasn't gun shy, but we'll get into it.
Already. We got Frequent in the building, Teach in the building. What's up, Teach? I see y'all coming through. Savage Killer Queen, I see you in the building. And shout out to my dog Opulent LD, man, dropping 20 of them things in the cash app. I appreciate you, big dog. We got over 100 people in here, so make sure y'all smash that like button, man, and get the likes up over 100. We got Big Dog Willie in here with the 2-piece in the super chat. Says Ryan Garcia is garbage and Canelo showing his age. I always bet on black in the building. Dragons Assassin official is in the building. All right, we got so much to talk about. Let's go ahead and start with these fights from Friday night. Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barboza Jr. Teofimo Lopez gets the victory by decision. What did you think of T.O.'s performance? And how did you see the fight, man?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think T.O. did a great job. Actually, he outboxed Barboza. But the clown show and the clowning in there, he can leave that in the locker room. But still in all, he did outbox Barboza. And Barboza, of course, he was drawn into T.O. Clowning. But still, he couldn't get the job done. I think Tio is just more athletic and more polished than Barboza. But Tio still, a lot of showboat is coming up his fundamentals, and you can't see his fundamentals too much because of the showboating. But still in all, overall, I will have to say this. Tio did a better job than I thought he would have done. And he been out the ring for a while, but he did do the best he could. So that's how I have it.
Yeah, man. Thrill Hill in the building. Dragons Assassin Bloodline. I see y'all light skin business. What's up? Shout out to my dog Richard Parrish dropping 5 of them things in the Cash App. He say all these Riyadh season main events competing to set the record for the least punches thrown was crazy to witness. Hashtag snooze fest. Yeah, it was bad. For Teofimo Lopez and Arnold Barboza, Tio obviously was the more athletic fighter. His counters were on point. He was more skilled than Arnold Barboza. Arnold Barboza was trying to hunt Teofimo down and try to be on the front foot. That's not his game. As I said in my breakdown, I felt like he should have tried to play possum a little bit, make Tio fight on his front foot and fight aggressive and come to him, and he probably would have had a better chance to win. If you allow Tio to pot shot and fight off his back foot, he is going to pick most guys apart because Teofimo Lopez, for all the antics, for all the bullshit that he do, Teofimo Lopez can fight, dog, and he showed that last night. I still thought he could have did more in the fight, but compared to what we're about to talk about later on in the show, I would say Teofimo Lopez performed much better than a lot of other people on that card. Like he did good. He won. What do you want to see next from Tio? He's talking about he wants to go up to 147 to fight Jerron Boot Tennis. What are your thoughts on his next move and how and what he should be doing next?
Well, first of all, to answer your question, yes, I think he should move up to 147. He's a 147 pounder anyway. He's squeezing down to 140. But to fight Jerron Ennis, I think that'd be a mismatch because Jerron Ennis is more polished also, and he also has more fundamental skills. I mean, he can fight on the front foot, back foot. He can fight on the southpaw stance and the orthodox stance. I mean, and he's bigger, and he has more talent than Tio. But that would be a good fight. That'd be a great fight. But he had to work himself up to get the champion. This is what's missing in boxing. You just don't go right straight to the champion. You got to work yourself up. And I don't think it's fair that you got fighters like Benavidez, Gervonta Davis. They working their asses off, right? And they working their ass off to get to a certain level when other guys, other names I'm not going to name, but they get it real easy, right? They get it real easy for what? For what? For the check? Come on. No, no. All right? No. You got to work just as hard as the next guy. All right. And then you get rewarded for your hard work. I mean, it works like that in life, and your job, on basketball, football. It doesn't matter. All right. You got 100 home runs last year. Okay, man, we're going to give you this much this year. All right. That's good job. All right. That's how it works. All right. But handouts and all that, I don't think, that's not boxing.
Nah, I agree with you, man. Dudes moving up in weight classes after getting knocked out, getting title shots after losses and shit. Yeah, it's bad. But for what's next for Tio, I disagree, OG. I think he should stay at 140. I think he trashed at 147. He fooled for those 147 pounders. I'd much rather see Tio stay at 140. He's a WBO and a lineal champ. I want to see him fight a Richardson Hitchens. I want to see him fight a Gary Antoine. I like to see him fight the winner between Alberto Puello and Subriel Matias. I want to see him try to go on a run, see if he can unify, see if he can take over the 140-pound division. Because at 147, I don't think it was a single fighter on that card that got anything for Brian Norman Jr. or especially Jerron Boots Ennis, bro. 147, these dudes that we seen fighting on Friday night, man, they can't handle the top of that weight class. Like, I think Imonta Stanionis give all of them a fit, bro. Imonta Stanionis gives them all problems, bro. That guy Butayev that Stanionis beat gives them problems. Mario Barrios looking better right now against any of those guys the way that they fought last night. Tio needs to stay his ass at 140 and see what he can do there, in my opinion. But if he wants to go up there and fight Jerron Boots Ennis and Boots can't get nobody else to fight him, then shit, go ahead and go up there and get your head knocked off your shoulders, homeboy, because that's exactly what the hell Jerron Boutin is gonna do to his ass, man. You got anything else on T.O. and Barboza before we move to the next one?
Well, yeah, just let me say this. You have a point there.
Yes, sir.
You have a point as far as T.O. moving up and what the level is at 147. I tried to explain this a year ago. Once you move up, fighters, they start hitting harder. They are more talented. And of course, you go in there, the size of a Devin Haney, size of a Ryan Garcia, you get hurt. You're going to get ran over. So I don't know. And this is where I'm stuck at. I don't know what they're going to do. Right? Are you going to keep on walking around at 200-some pounds and squeeze down to 140? How long you going to do that? How long can you keep that up? Then you about to run out of rope because you go to 147, you're going to get pancake. So what can he do? That's what I'm saying. What can they do? Devin don't hit hard enough. Shakir don't hit hard enough. He just still got to go to 140, though, but still, what can they do? Because Jerron Booth, he is doing great. He's sitting down on his punches and everything. So, man, that's how I look at it, So, but you do have a point there with T.O. Maybe he should just stay at 140, grab them belts, and be undisputed or whatever at 140. So, yeah, but that's all I got.
Okay. Yeah, man. Shout out to Judah. Shout out to Judah with the one piece in the cash app, bro. I appreciate you. Shout out to Murky Waters dropping 2 of them things in the super chat. He said absolutely nothing. He just showing love to the channel. And my dog Judah say for support. I appreciate you, dog. I really do. Kokui, I see you in the building. Chosen One, Leland Gilbert, all y'all smash the like button. Now let's move to one of the potentially and please get the likes up, y'all. Let's get the likes up. I don't know where we at, but we got to get up over 100. We got damn near 200 people in here. Let me check real quick, y'all. We got to make sure the likes are being run all the way up, and smash that like button. Donate to the channel. Hit the super chat and the cash app. Show you support for the hard work and dedication. 71 likes is not enough. 74 is not enough. Can we get 26 people to hit the like button real quick, y'all?
Yeah, we need at least.
I need 26 people to hit the like button so I can continue to show. If you want to hear, if you want to hear me talk about Devin Haney, if you want to hear KQ talk about the Devin Haney Jose Ramirez fight, we got to get the likes up over 100. I'm a chill right here till we get the likes up over 100. Maybe some of y'all forgot. Wipe that crust out your eyes, wash your face, brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Hit the dang on like button, bro. Where we at on the like? Up to 84. There we go. We need 16. We need 16 people to hit the like button real quick, man. 16 people to hit the like button.
I'm gonna start singing in a minute, y'all.
The Phoenix, I see you in the building, man. I see you in the building, bro. What's up with you? Salute to you. 101. Yeah, they just forgot. They just forgot. Wake up, y'all. Dang. We got Big Dog Willie with the 2 pieces in super chat. He says, Shakur Stevenson and his hand raps says, get the likes up. Yeah, facts. Y'all listen to Shakur. Shakur and his hand raps said, get the likes up. Shout out to my dog, Big Dog Willie. All right. Devin Haney versus Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez, man. What you thinking? What's your thoughts on the fight, man?
Man. Devin Haney versus Ramirez. Where should I start? Okay. And first of all, this is Devin's first time back. I thought about it. I said, well, maybe Devin, a little rusty, but then the second round, he did the same thing. I said, oh, okay, well, maybe that's a ploy to get the older Ramirez to slow down, to pretty much tire him out. But then the third round came, then the fourth round came, then the fifth round came. Devin Haney is mentally scared, okay? Let me say that again. He is mentally scared, all right? Now, I don't care about no, he was a masterpiece. Oh, that was a master class boxer. No, it wasn't. Right? No, it wasn't. You delusional, okay? No, you are damn delusional. That man was flinching. That man was shaking. That man didn't know he go to the left or right. If he didn't know which way to go, he'll hold. And he'll holding like a hooker holding on to a jar. So please don't tell me that was a masterpiece. All right. And then when he did trying to open up, he was throwing like get off me punches, like didn't have nothing on him. Jose walked right through him. So Jose didn't look so good either. Now, don't get me wrong, he wasn't doing nothing either. But Devin Haney, you can tell, he never fought that way in his whole life. The jab wasn't there. He threw it, but he didn't put no snap on it. He just threw it out there, just to throw it out there and say, oh, he's doing something. All right? So therefore, listen, it's a different thing in ring generalship, lateral movement, and fucking running. Okay? It's a difference. All right? It's an art to it. And what he did was running. Okay? Now, you can size it up. And I'm not hating, y'all. All right? I mean, these are factual.
Man, don't worry about that. Devin fans gonna say you hating for telling the truth, bro. You know what I mean? Like they the same ones. They the same ones that cook Shakur Stevenson for Edwin De Los Santos, cook Tank Davis for Lamont Roach, and then they ain't gonna provide no criticism to Devin Haney. So don't worry about that, man. Just keep going. Just keep going. They let them cry in the chat, dog. And if they cry too much, their comments gonna become invisible. But go ahead, man.
I mean, it's just that, matter of fact, it was worse than Shakur and De Los Santos. I mean, he did it for 12 rounds. I didn't think he can do it for 12 rounds. He did it for 12 rounds. And that's the thing about it. When you get knocked around, when you get knocked down, even knocked out, some people can come back and weather the storm, like Rolly, and some people just can't. You have to be mentally strong, and he wasn't mentally strong. Now, he's still a good boxer, all right, but he just don't have the mental right now. So, I mean, it wasn't nothing pretty. So all Devin Haney fans, y'all don't have nothing to cheer about. You don't have shit to smile about. So, I mean, you might want to see him do better next time. You hope he do better next time. Because right now, where it's looking, he's gun shy. He might end up like Adrian Broner. I'm being honest. So, I mean, sometimes, yes, you can get mad, and sometimes the truth hurts. But I'm sorry. Devin Haney was scared. He was scared to engage. He didn't stop, fire, didn't go in the pocket. He didn't stay in the pocket. All right? Now, when he fought Regis Prograis, he was in the pocket. He stayed there. He let his hands go. Once again, he didn't let his hands go. He went to the right. He went to the left. He went to the right. He went to the left. He went to the right. He back to the right. He back to the right. He back to the left. Then he stopped. And then he got 10 seconds clapper left. Then he let his hands go. Then that's the bell. That's every round. Every round. Go back and watch my call. That's every round. That's all I got.
Yeah, man. Shout out to King with the 5-piece in the super chat. He says for the hard work. Appreciate you, big dog. Shout out to Big B4480. Appreciate you, big dog, with 20 of them things in the super chat. He say, shout out from H-Town, Houston in the building. Cook these boys, KO and KQ. Shout out to Big Dog Willie with the 2-piece. No biscuit in super chat. Says, y'all not giving Devin a fair shake. Give him time. I'm not trying to hear that shit, Big Dog Willie. I'm not trying to hear that shit at all.
Big Dog
he said, I never, and then he comes back in the super chat with the 2-piece. He says, I never criticized Tank for the hair grease fight. Oh, yeah, whatever, bro. All right, so for me, Devin versus Jose Ramirez was a lackluster fight. It was the most boring fight of the weekend until I watched Canelo Alvarez versus William Skull. I'll get there in a minute. And like I said after the Bakole and FA fight in your chat, I'm really getting tired of fighters getting rewarded for not engaging, bro, for not wanting to fight. Devin, that's not boxing, bro. That's not boxing. The Devin Haney that I know from Regis Prograis fight, from the Loma fight, the thing that I used to be excited for with Devin fans, or I used to give him props for with Devin fans compared to Shakur fans, is when Devin got in the fire with your ass, when it was Loma, when it was Linares, when it was Regis, even Ryan, even though he fought dumb, Devin never fought scary, bro.
Right.
He never fought scary. You could tell he had enough confidence in his jab. He had enough confidence in his footwork, in his ability, in his reflexes to sit there, use distance control, and really always be working, always be in position to try to throw something and try to show you that he there to whoop your ass. With Jose Ramirez in front of him, I need y'all to understand the reason the criticism comes so harsh from me. Jose Ramirez is washed, bro. Jose Ramirez is trash. Jose Ramirez is in his mid-30s, slow as shit, don't want to let no punches go. You could see with your eyes that Jose Ramirez had nothing for Devin within the first 2 or 3 rounds of the fight, bro. Devin feet was faster than his. Devin hands was way faster than his. He was just a more skilled and more talented fighter. But that boy did not want to let his hands go. He was running around that goddamn ring like a track meet. And they combined to throw less punches and land less punches than what Shakur Stevenson and Edwin De Los Santos did, bro. It was an absolute garbage performance. His mind is not right yet. Now, he only 26 years old. Maybe he can get his mind back right. But at 147, that Devin Haney got problems, bro. He looked small in there. He looked small in there. He looked unsure of himself. And quite frankly, he fought scary than the motherfucker, bro. He fought scary as hell. And I'm not used to seeing him fight like that. I went into the weekend thinking, yo, look, long as Devin win, then it's all good. He win, he move on, no problem. But I didn't expect his mental to be that far gone to where he was so scared to get hit, so scared to engage. Jose Ramirez was right there for Devin to piece up and look good against him, bro. He looked like this against a guy that was tailor-made for him. That is a problem because if he continues to fight at 147 and he start getting real matchups against guys that are not tailor-made for him, that boy gonna be in trouble, man. That shit looked garbage last night, bro. It was the second most. It was like, and I'll get to Turkey. We'll talk about Turkey a little bit later in the show or whatever. But like the matchmaking, the way these fighters fought, the environment and shit, man, all that shit was garbage last night, bro. And Devin perpetuated and was a huge part of it. And like you said, man, masterclass my ass, bro. We got to get back to knowing what a masterclass is. And boxing's not popular enough for us to be running around here highlighting guys and putting a big light on guys that don't want to engage, that fight scary and shit. Like, sit your head down if you ain't trying to rumble, bro. Sit your head down if you ain't trying to throw blows and throw punches, man. People got shit they could be doing. Charge me goddamn $90 for 2 boring ass cards on top of my DAZN membership. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That shit was trash, man. He was garbage. He got to get back in the lab, get comfortable taking punches, get some sparring in, and let them hit him or some shit, bro. He got to do something to where he can get in that bitch and be closer to the version that he was. Because this new Shakur Stevenson 2.0 shit that he doing, bro, this Shakur Stevenson 3.0 shit, these people, man, like Turki and them, Turki was pissed off last night, bro. Yeah. These promoters finna stop paying for this shit, man. These niggas finna find themselves on preliminary cards and undercards and not getting no big fights. These dudes ain't finna be investing all this money into these events for you to go in that bitch and move your feet more than you throw punches, man. They not finna keep doing that shit, bro. Niggas be getting paid $5, $10, $15 million for that shit.
Right.
For that, bro. They shut down, bro. They shut down one of the busiest, most tourist driven streets in America, bro. Times Square. They shut that shit down for that, bro. For that shit we saw Friday night, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That was a garbage. That shit was like a D- F performance. Hopefully he can bounce back though. And if you really keeping it 100, you should have no issue saying that shit was trash, bro. Shout out to Bowtime TV with the 2-piece in the super chat. He says, this is what happens when you overpay fighters. Damn, bro. Shout out to Rivieres Johnson. What's up, Rivieres, with the 10-piece in the super chat? He say, I don't want to hear anybody say Boots get hit too much ever again. When guys are risk adverse and don't get hit too much, we have a boring ass weekend of boxing. Monster and Polanco will save us. And Rafael Espinoza, too. Don't forget about him, the best featherweight in the world, bro. Yeah. Tonight's card should be better than the shit we've seen so far this week, bro. We got Cooking with Frank with the 5-piece in the super chat. He says, when you scared to throw a 3-punch combo, it's time for another career. No one want to pay for that from Devin or Shakur. Salute KO and KQK. See, that's what niggas, bro, that Floyd Mayweather shit, that shit is over with, bro. That Floyd Mayweather shit. And then I'm going to pass it back to you, KQ. But that Floyd Mayweather shit, bro, where you can kind of fight a little risk adverse and still sell a bunch of pay-per-views because you a villain and you talk a good game and shit. That shit is over with. Technology has changed. We got fire sticks and shit now. Boxing has become even more expensive to watch and shit. Streaming services are here today like they never were before. Man, the business is changing in boxing. The market is changing for the fight fan. Fight fans ain't into that orange to sweet science. He's so great at what he does. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit no more, man.
Yeah,
You
you
better
ain't
get your
lying.
ass in there and fight. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Straight up. But let me ask you this when I pass it back to you. So Devin Haney, what Jose Ramirez, I think he's shot. I don't really want to talk about him. He's 34, 35 years old, or
30.
32. He just trash right now. He done, he washed. What do you think is next for Devin Haney? Because obviously we got to talk about Ryan and Rolly and that trash that Ryan put out with his cheating dirty ass. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But for Devin Haney, knowing that Ryan Garcia lost and shit, what do you think we need to see next? What's next for Devin, man?
Yeah. First of all, I want to say shout out to Cooking with Frank. All right, I listened to him. I think that's the same Cooking with Frank that be talking about Tiffany Hinyard, Dalton Mayer. I think that's the same one. I'm a big fan of yours, brother. All right, but anyway, Devin, what's next to him? What's next for him? Another catch weight. I'm quite sure, because he's not going to come in with a full 147 pounder. And if he does, it's someone that we don't know. It's someone we don't know, or someone low on the totem pole. What Devin had to do, he must stay active. He must stay active to loosen up and mentally. That's what he needs, mentally. Now, how he going to shake that? I'm not a trainer, so I don't know. But one thing about it is he going to have to stop fighting scared. That's what he going to do. Now, what's next for him? That's up to Turki and Eddie. But right now, what I hear, they don't want to be bothered with these guys. They tried to get them to leave after the fight, after he fought. That's what Bill Haney's saying, that they wanted them to leave. So maybe they didn't want no stare down. I guess it was going to be a stare down or whatever, but I don't know. But one thing about it, I don't know what's next for Devin, because Devin is right now up in the air. No promoters want to deal with him. Bill, he don't want to deal with Top Rank because they can't sell over 100,000 pay-per-view buys, so he don't want to do it. Oscar can't go there, so only Turki and Eddie is his only savior, so I don't know what's next for him, but I do know this. It's going to be someone that's a little low grade behind him, someone that he can easily beat. They can make and build up off of that. He's not going to fight no killer. He's not going to fight no one like a Pitbull Cruz, someone that's going to come forward and knock your block off. He's not going to fight them type of fighters. He's going to fight someone that's slow feet and someone that he can use his feet movement and outbox him. That's his key. He's not a power puncher anyway. So what he's going to do is use his foot movement. So that's what I got. That's what next for him. Yep.
Shout out to Tunnel Vision with the 5-piece, no biscuit in the super chat. He say, and these guys wonder why fans don't gravitate toward them like they do Tank. Prediction: Devin out of the game before he hits 30 after multiple KO losses. Yeah, man, like times have changed, bro. Like skills is cool. We all like skills, but skills of boxing, bro, running around the ring trying to pop shot somebody, not wanting to engage that's not boxing, right? But as far as the question that I asked you, my answer is simple, man. Devin got to be very, very careful with what opponents he pick, and I wouldn't be surprised if he don't become, we don't have a new Devin weight. You know what I mean? Somewhere between 143 and 147, where he don't never fully go up to 147. Because when you compare like Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, and these guys that started at 135 that were maybe killing themselves to make 135 and now they at 140 or they in these in-between weights and shit, they get to fighting these true welterweights and they get in the ring with this shit and it's not match made perfectly for somebody that's tailor-made for them. Can you imagine any one of these guys getting in the ring with Jerron Boots in this, bro, after what you saw last night?
That's
like that's what a welterweight look like, bro. That's the top welterweight in the game. Like, them boys can't fight at that level, dog. None of them, bro. Like, so that go for Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero, like, bro, and that, like, everybody that won and shit, or everybody that got a big name that might get another opportunity, them boys gonna have to find a way to eat salads all day and try to get their ass back down to 140 where they can probably compete, or they gonna have to be very carefully. Like, I seen people saying, and I thought about it last night, KQ, Devin and Ryan might as well still just go ahead and run it back, bro, because even though Ryan lost or whatever, what else is there? Brian Norman Jr. Shit.
Right. Man.
Jerron Ennis? Shit, bro. Man, hell no. Them boy bigger, stronger, faster, hit harder. Like, say, dog. And then you already know once them boys get once them boys get a hold of them, it's gonna be over with. Watching Devin Haney fans, and I'm not gonna call nobody by name, but I am reading the chat. But you literally got Devin Haney fans knowing that they favorite fighter walk around 165 to 170 and was trying to make 135 and make 140. Now they got the nerve to call motherfucking Jerron Boutinnis a weight bully and shit now. That's how down bad it is, bro. Jerron Boutinnis is a weight bully now, but they diehard Devin Haney fans in my chat though. Think about that shit. Diehard Devin Haney fans calling other people motherfucking weight bullies, dog. That's how bad it is right now, man. But do you got anything else on Devin and Jose Ramirez before we move to this main fight, man? The main event.
Yeah, listen. I hope they sing Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. Weight bullying? That's weight bullying right there. All right?
Can't believe it, bro.
He look like his father, and Lomachenko look like his son crossing the street. Come on now.
He been down bad. That's how you know that boy look bad, man. They know that, like, and my dog, he know boxing. He really know boxing for real. I give him that. He a fanboy of Devin, but you know boxing, dog. And you know that boy look trash. That's why you in here copping please and shit right now, man. You know it's only a matter of time. Shout out to my dog, Johnny Spears with the 5-piece in the super chat. He says, they waste my time, and KO and KQ, please light on the garbage so they can call defense fight. I don't know. I don't know what you mean, Johnny. You can just type a regular comment in the chat and I'll read it, but that was the grammar kind of the way I read it might have fucked me up, but I don't understand that, bro. Hold on. They waste my time and money. KO and KQ, please keep a light on these garbage so-called defensive fighter. Yeah, that defense is not running, bro.
Right.
Defense is not running, bro. Niggas got a defense is catching shit off your guard, parrying shit away, rolling with shit, slipping shit. That's defense. Doing this shit, trying to juke a motherfucker like you Barry Sanders and shit. That's not defense, bro. Running around the ring by the ropes and shit like you got a motherfucking 22 like Emmitt Smith on your jersey, like you Walter Payton or something. That's not defense, bro. Y'all got to stop saying that shit is defense. That is not fucking defense. Let's move to the biggest.
Let me say this now.
Go ahead, man.
Another thing, let me add on what Knockout saying. Listen, the name of the game. I don't want to hear this shit either. Name of the game is hit and don't get hit, KQ. No, that's not it. What it meant to me, like my uncle told me, like my father told me, like I have seen. Hit and don't get hit means you in there fighting, you tagging with one, but you slip his punch. All right? That means you hit and you made him miss and you didn't get hit. That's what it means. It don't mean running around a damn ring like a track star. That ain't what it meant. So you. And I wish, man.
I wish this was the last time. I wish that this was the last time we talk about it. But we got more niggas that was doing it this weekend too. We got to get to. So let's keep it moving because it was about 2-3 more. We got to talk about FA running ass. We damn sure got to talk about Williams score. We got to keep this shit moving. But before we get to them, Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero. Ryan got his ass cooked by Rolly, bro. That's what he get. Ryan got his ass knocked down in the second round, and that boy tucked his tail. He looked trash. He looked garbage, and that was the most fucking just That was the most wonderful feeling to watch Rolly whoop Ryan ass. I didn't care about my parlay at this point. I say, God damn it, I'll do another one. I'll do another parlay for Saturday and Sunday. I don't give a fuck at this point. Go Rolly, go Rolly, go Rolly. What did you
Man,
think of the fight, man? Rolly with listen, check this out. It's true, but it's gonna make you laugh. You had a card with Devin Haney, Teofimo. You had Canelo fight the next day. You had Martin Bakole. You had Badu Jack. You had Ryan Garcia. Did you ever wake up Sunday morning and think that I would say this and it would be true? Out of all those fights, Rolly Romero with the masterclass performance over Ryan Garcia. What do you think of that, bro?
I be like, stop playing, man. Come on now. For real, stop playing on Pono, man. Come on. Man, no, not Rolly, right? Not the legal retarded Rolly, right? And I said, wait a minute, hold on. What would just happen? Right? Rolly, like, he didn't care about the press conference. He said, well, hell, I'm gonna beat his ass, right? You know, I'm smiling or nothing, right? Man, Rolly hit him, man, with a check left hook right through the glove of Ryan and knocked him down, right? And Ryan got up like, why you do that? You know, I mean, this was just, you know, a classic, because Ryan was cocky. Ryan was like, you know, hey, talked about this Austrian and everything, and of course, Devin, you know, he was hoping that he would lose. Of course, he shook Rolly's hand after the fight, but then Ryan, he just shelled up. That knockout shows you the strength of Rolly. I told everyone before the fight, I said, listen, don't count Rolly out now. He is strong. He is very strong, and it seemed to be true. Now, of course, he just got an awkward style. He just not fundamentally sound like that. But he's strong. He's strong, and I think Ryan overestimated him. I think Ryan thought he was going to cruise to victory, and it wasn't like that. Rolly came to fight, and he pretty much caught him with the left and the right. And Rolly had some new moves in there. Now, everybody remember your Dennis Ugas? Well, he had his trainer, Solis, and they're training him. So Rolly had to go and dip down, left, right, to make him bite off of it, and jump up with the left and right hand. And it was working. Ryan had nothing to do with it. You know, and that's why I go to tell you, Ryan is hard-headed. Everything Derrick James was telling him was right, but he just didn't want to listen. You know, so, man, look, shout out to Rolly. Shout out to Rolly. You know, I mean, that's one fighter that got over a knockdown. He been knocked down by a 92-year-old man. He been knocked down by a man that stand 5'1", you know, but still in all, he weathered all that and came back and knocked Ryan, the most popular fighter, the main event fighter. He knocked him down, and he ended up winning. You know, so, I mean, hey, you can't ask for nothing better than that, because that's the highlight of that whole card. Because everything,
it is, yeah.
You had Batmobiles going everywhere. You got people driving from the hotel to the damn ring, and I mean, too much theatrics was going on. And these fighters, you know, I don't know if that bothered them or not, but they built up a sweat. Then it got cold. Then they got cold again. Then they couldn't build up a sweat till they got in there and started fighting. I mean, it was just all bullshit. All right, that's all it was, bullshit. And guess who came out on top? Rolly Romero. So,
yeah, man. Shout out to 10. Shout out to 10 with the 2-piece in the super chat. He said Rolly having a better IQ than Devin is crazy. Damn, 10. That's diabolical that you put that in my chat, bro. That's it's crazy. Man. It was true. It was true Friday night though. Listen, man, everything you said about Rolly and Ryan and how the fight went was true. A couple of things. I'm glad Ryan Garcia's cheating ass. With the weight, cheating ass, because I always maintain I believe he had the ostarine in the system on purpose. I didn't believe none of the shit he was saying. I'm so glad to watch him lose. So that was satisfying. For Rolly Romero, a couple of things. I see a lot of people now talking about Rolly in a very positive light. I just want to point out to y'all that y'all were saying none of these things when Rolly Romero was about to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. I just want to let you guys know that I didn't see my brother Bud Jablonski talking about how Rolly could turn his awkwardness into strength in the ring and shit. I didn't see him doing that before the Tank fight. I didn't see Devin fans talking about, oh, Devin versus Rolly, bring Rolly on. When Rolly was fighting Tank, he was trash, he was garbage, he was this, he was that. Let's not do this now that he beat Ryan Garcia. Let's not do that, bro. Let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a bean. You feel me? So I want to say that first and foremost. As far as what's next for Rolly Romero, you done went over there, you fucked up Turkey plans. Take your ass on back over there to the PBC and fight the winner of Mario Barrios and motherfucking Manny Pacquiao. Fuck up all they plans, bro. Fuck up everything Turkey had going on, everything Riyadh season had going on. Bring your ass back home. You done went on the road. You done did your job. They played your ass at the motherfucking press conferences. They played you with the marketing and the cartoon little promo that they dropped and shit. You ain't like how they treated you. He called PBC family. He said he going back home and shit. Take your ass back over there and fight the winner Mario Barrios and motherfucking and Manny Pacquiao. Cause Turkey, Devin, Ryan, Riyadh season, Times Square, The Zone, they dropped the whole cartoon about Devin and Ryan and didn't even put your ass in the cartoon, nigga. They didn't even ask you. They didn't even have the animator draw you, nigga. You didn't even get to sit down with the animator and have him draw you and shit. They didn't want to give you nothing. So fuck it, bro. Now, I do find it crazy that Rolly is now Jerron Boots Ennis's mandatory challenger. I do find that crazy. Don't do that, Rolly. We don't want to see you. We don't want to see you get hurt, bro. We don't like Rolly versus Boots Ennis is some of the that would be crazy work for sure. That would be crazy. But I'm happy that he won. I didn't pick him to win, but this is a pleasant fucking surprise. I'm not gonna hold you, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you at all. You know what I mean? At all. Now, with that being said, though, do you think? Because we got to move to the other card, man. Do you think that this like, how do I say this? Okay, yeah, this is what I want to talk about. So, Rolly, great performance, did his thing, and really put on for himself, and he raised his stock tremendously, obviously, with the fight. Now everybody wants to fight Rolly. Now Rolly is awkward and he's strong and he's a problem and he's this. Just remember that he already been knocked out and the first person to do it was Tank. Just remember that Pitbull also knocked his ass out too. Remember that Ishmael Barroso was whooping on his ass as a 77-year-old grandpa. So let's not try to act like Rolly is this great fighter all of a sudden just because he fucked up Ryan Garcia. Let's just remember that and let's keep that in mind. Now, I want to talk about the card on Friday as a whole before we move to the next one.
Okay, let me just say shout out to my man Crucial Content and my man Nate and that Cash App. All right, I appreciate you, bro.
Sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. I think I might have had one too that I missed. Yeah, shout out to my dog Nate with the 2-piece in the Cash App, and shout out to my dog. Hold on, it's tripping. Okay, there we go. Shout out to my dog, Crucial Content. He say Rolly getting that paper, yeah, for sure, with the 2-piece in the Cash App. Shout out to Toon with the 20-piece in the super chat. He say Haney fans ought to be ashamed of themselves. That was some bullshit, but they can't admit that. Dev 12 Oldham, it's hit and don't get hit. I would never pay for a Haney fight, and Osirine ain't White Devin. Can't avoid a left hook. Shout out to Ivan LD with the 5-piece. No biscuit super chat. He said, I heard a Dev enabler calling Rolly a bum. Then in the same breath wants to see Dev fight him. What the fuck? Them sick. Yeah, I don't want to see Devin versus Rolly. Believe it or not, I still prefer Devin versus Ryan Garcia because I don't feel like you can take credit for another man's work. I was thinking long and hard about it. At first I didn't want the fight on Saturday, but as I wake up Sunday morning, go ahead and still make Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia in October. They both look like shit. They both look like trash. Let them work that shit out, bro. Because I think they made for each other, bro. They made for each other, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, go ahead and fight because they can both get some big money off of the fight. People still got a lot of questions about both of them in that fight. And can Devin crack Ryan the way Rolly crack Ryan and make Ryan change his entire way he fighting, change his aggression and all that shit? I don't know. You know what I mean? So go ahead and let them fight, bro, because they both, you know what I mean? Dankfather was saying it in my chat. and I saw him saying in some other chats I was disagreeing and shit, but I didn't change my mind. I slept on it. Fuck it, let them boys fight. Let them bang it out because they ain't got shit else to do. They ain't got shit else to do but fight each other, man. Ain't nothing else going on for either one of them other than fighting each other. That's the like. But the question is today's price yesterday's price? Like, will Turki still pay them what he was gonna pay them going into this fight? Is he still gonna pay them what he was gonna pay them to fight each other after the performances that they put on? I bet you that money might need to change if them boys want to make that fight happen. Shout out to Tunnel Vision with the 5-piece in the super chat. Says Rolly is mentally stronger fighter than Ryan and Devin. Damn, stop twice, yet not fighting petrified like Devin versus Ramirez or Ryan after getting dropped. Damn.
And shout out to Manuel Pedigree. Yes, sir.
Damn.
In that Cash App.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Emmanuel. Now, KQ, let me ask you this, bro. The card. Times Square, fighters driving up to the arena in the goddamn cars and shit, the sprinter vans and just the environment of the card. Do you want to see a card like that again? Did you like the card last night?
No. And this where I don't know, we might be different because everybody that's in here know I'm old school. And old school fighting to me is inside with ring girls, not ring guys, and also a beer and a hot dog. I'm good. I don't need no singer. I don't need no drum player. I don't need no giveaways. I don't need no Mercedes. I don't need no Mercedes truck. All I want is to see a good fight, a great fight. That's all I want. And fighters, sometimes they want to fight for something. And back in the day, they fought for something. They fought for integrity. These fighters today are fighting for money. They gave up integrity. Integrity went out the window. They threw it out the window. So, no, there's too much shenanigans going on with these fights now. All right, we don't need all this glitter and stuff like that. We don't need all this Batmobile, old school Chevy. We don't need none of that. Walk your ass to the ring like they used to do back in the day. All right, that's what we.
You don't like the pull up skirt,
No. Then after that, you got to get help out the truck. You got to help. Then you got to go up the stairs. Then you got to walk to
it. Why? Because they got on the boxing gloves so they can't grip the handle to get out the car.
Man, yeah. I mean, this is most of the dumbest shit I ever. And whoever say that's cool, like they lost their mind.
Oh shit! You got me breaking shit over here, man. You crazy?
Man, I mean, y'all need to watch some old school boxing for a change. All right. Y'all need to just sit down and watch how boxing used to be, all right? How they really fought for something. They really fought for something. Yeah, the money's cool. Yes, all right? Everybody got families and stuff like that. But them guys, they fought for food. They fought for living. They fought for rent. They fought for integrity. But these guys today, they fighting for a new Cadillac, a new this and that. No, not in Cadillac. No. Maybe a Bugatti or something like that. They want that money. They want the rich.
Yeah.
But when we talk about that, y'all talk about, you counting his money. Y'all counting his pocket. No. Why don't they earn it like other fighters earn it? Ain't nobody gave Javante Davis nothing. He earned it from the mud. He didn't get no payout. He didn't give up his integrity. He didn't sit there and kiss Turkey ass. No, he got it out the mud. And you know what? He got rewarded for it. But
was it really a ring, boy?
Yes. Yeah, Ring Man. It was Ring Man. I want to see no Snoop Doggy Dogg. Hulk Hogan? Really? I thought he was dead. So somebody said, no, he ain't dead, KQ. I said, goddamn. That ain't
man.
Boxing. This is not boxing, y'all.
Oh, bruh. Man. Oh man! Shout out to Bud, my dog Bud Jablonski with the 5-piece of Super J. Says, why are you not highlighting the Tank Fanatics claiming Rolly is better than Haney now? Drawing me out. Nah, bro, I ain't trying to draw you out. Anybody saying Rolly is better than Haney, y'all, I ain't seen the shit, first of all, Bud, but If you saying that shit, you are crazy as hell. I do not think Rolly Romero is better than Haney. Rolly
No,
just had a great night, bro. He is not better than Devin Haney, dog. But he might, if Devin fights scary, I don't know. Devin's last performance, you should have. It's a red fucking flag. But no, with Devin's accomplishments and what he's done in the sport and who he's fought and who he's beat, nah, we're not gonna say Rolly off of one fighter, off of one fight is better than Devin. He got to duplicate that shit. I ain't see that shit though, bud. That's why I ain't say nothing. But anybody saying that, y'all niggas crazy, bro. He ain't better than Devin, dog. We got Tune with the 5 piece in the super chat. He say, "Style makes fights." Tank told you Rolly hit hard because Rolly beat Ryan. Don't mean Haney can. Don't mean Haney can. Haney ain't going to keep Ryan off his ass. Oh, don't mean Haney can. Haney ain't got nothing to keep Ryan off his ass. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, Tune, like I still want to see that fight, bro.
Yeah.
Because Haney's more skilled than Rolly, but I don't think he'll have the courage that Rolly have. And like you said, he gonna have the crack that Rolly have. So we'll see how that fight goes. But if Devin Haney fights Ryan like that, Ryan don't have the feet. So Devin could box him to a boring ass decision as long as he don't get caught by Ryan. That's why I think it's a good fight to watch still, bro. Shout out to Tune with the 5 piece of the super chat. And this nigga Blue talking about why Tank ain't said nothing. What the fuck Tank gonna say? He already best both of them. What he supposed to say? Tank ain't got to say nothing. He knocked Rolling and Ryan out, bro. I disagree with Blue on that. Why would Tank? What do he need to say? And he ain't.
What he got to say?
No, and let me say this to imply that he ain't saying nothing because of Ryan or Rolly or whatever. He ain't said nothing since March the 2nd, bro. He ain't said he fought on March the 1st. No, March the 3rd. So he fought on March the 1st. March the 3rd was Monday. He went back and forth with Lamont Roach, said he was pushing for the rematch, and Tank is in the lab. He got a big moment coming up. He got to win that fight. Or he gonna be the nigga, on the chopping block. The niggas is talking about. They already on Tank helmet. Somebody got exposed. Somebody he ain't this, he ain't that. He got to go get that shit back, bro. So what he got to say? He don't need to say nothing. He can't talk shit about nobody. He got Lamont Roach he got to deal with, bro. Number one. Number two, and most importantly though, this card, like you were saying, I didn't like the environment. I didn't like the atmosphere. I thought the shit was trash. I like fans to be there. I feel like the fighters fought flat. The fighters, you could tell they wasn't really feeling the environment. It was different. Boxing belong in front of fans. We the ones that make them millionaires. We the ones that keep the sport alive. So Devin's fans should have been able to be there. Ramirez, Garcia, Rolly, Teofimo. Maybe you get some different outcomes. Maybe dudes fight with a little more heart. Maybe the fans urge them on. Maybe they do this. Maybe they did that. So it is what it is, bro. I'm just I don't like that. I don't like that shit. I don't want to see no fight cards like that ever again, bro. Ever again, man.
Once again, and then listen up, everybody. Bella Face, everybody listen up. Ushering is not a PED. That has been proven many times. All right? It's a supplement. All right? How many times we have to say that? Now, he's a cheat. Yes, he is a cheat. No doubt about it. But trust me, there's no reason why Ryan and didn't want to fight Devin. No, Devin didn't want to fight Ryan. That's why. All right? So,
and I want to say this too. And then we're gonna move to the Saturday card. Shout out to Opulent LD with the 5 piece in soup chat. I'm ahead, but seeing thugged out Bud holding Turkey's hand without an order. Dub boy, that shit was crazy. We about to get there, dog. We got to get through that card too. We about to get there. Let me say this, and then I'm gonna move on. What happened with Ryan Garcia losing the Rolling, and what happened with Devin looking bad in that fight with Jose Ramirez? This is why I push for immediate rematches. This is why I feel like once you have a controversial fight, once two guys have a fight that's worthy of a rematch, they should go right into it, bro. That should be their next fight because something can always mess it up. Now the rematch is messed up, bro. If Devin was going to run around the ring, if Ryan Garcia was going to get exposed and get boxed up, I would have rather it been them against each other, bro. Mm-hmm. If somebody was going to get exposed, not look like they self, not be they self, at least it would have been in the biggest fight of their careers and they'd have been getting way more money than what they got on Friday night, bro. This is why I push for fucking immediate rematches, dog. Because shit like this could happen. That's why, like Lamont wrote, now you got odd ass situations where like Devin Haney fans are trying to take credit for Rolly work and shit. Like, nah, he can't take credit for Rolly work because we don't know what Devin to do to Ryan, bro. They still would need to fight, but now the rematch done lost its luster and shit. That's why it's important for Tank to fight Lamont Roach next, nobody else. Because what if Roach go off and lose and shit? I'm gonna be mad at the motherfucker if I gotta watch Tank fans trying to act like he beat Lamont Roach, or if Tank go off and he loses some shit. Now Roach fans like, I told you he exposed Tank, and we still don't know what. Like, nah, bro, what would have happened in a rematch between them two? We got like these immediate rematches when they warranted. They need to fucking happen, bro. Otherwise, you could fuck up the bag, you could mess up the whole goddamn thing, bro. So anyway, let's move on to Saturday night's card, and we got to run through these because we got to get to Canelo and score. But Martin Bakole versus F.A. Ajagba, the heavyweight fight, KQ. They scored it a draw. What did you think of the fight, man?
Well, first of all, I like that card better than the Friday card. I will say that. All right. Now, one thing about the heavyweights were moving like lightweights for a minute. They were letting their hands go. They were definitely letting their hands go. But F.A. Ajagba had the straight right. And he pretty much sat down on that straight right, too. He gotten better since he been over here and since he left Ronnie Shields. He been right on point. But Bakole, he showed you all that he wasn't no one-trick pony. He was throwing, and he was throwing hard. F.A. Ajagba's mistake that he made was land on the ropes. He's not a good fighter off the ropes. His spot is right in the center of the ring. That's where he threw his jab at. And then, of course, Bakole, he started tearing off on him. Once he got him on the ropes, that's his time to shine. He wanted to throw his load, and he did throw his load. And then, of course, after he got that long jab, he got that long reach, and he was capturing Bakole with that long reach. But then again, here we go again. All right, another lateral movement, all right, or running, okay, whatever you want to call it, all right. F.A. Ajagba, he felt that power of Bakole, and once you feel that power, you don't want no more of that. So you do what you can do, and that's what that F.A. Ajagba did. But he couldn't do too much because he's a big guy. So you talking about a lot of weight moving around. So one thing about it is he got in there and he hit him with that left. He hit him, he hit him with that right. But Bakole, I mean, I'm happy with the draw. I think the draw was right on point because both guys had their moments. But Bakole, one thing about him is he looked big, but he was real limber in there. He pretty much, wasn't going to follow F.A. around. He said, you got to come to me. And he did come to him. So man, hey, I think that was a good fight. And I think the draw, I'm good with the draw. But now they showed me that Bakole, he's a real fighter. He's not no one-trick pony. He is big and strong, and he can take a punch. Because Effie was throwing, he used to be slow, just like Joe Joyce, right? He used to be slow as molasses, but now he's throwing that straight right a little faster. He getting a little faster and slimming down. So look, I ain't mad at him, and I think that was a good card. It was better than that first card, the night before, Friday night's card. It was way better.
It was. I see Nick J, Queens of Boxing Talk. I see Bella Faith in the building. Y'all go over there, subscribe. Bella Faith and Right Side. They doing their thing on Tuesday nights. Queens of Boxing Talk. Y'all can catch them Friday nights and Sundays, I believe. I see all my peoples in the building. What's up, Big Bob Gunn? Jay Nori, I see you, bro. Josh Sanders, what's up? Arena, I see you in the building. Jupe, what up? I see all y'all, man. Y'all smash that like button as y'all make y'all way in here. Look, the draw, right? My brain, this is gonna be crazy because maybe I'm scarred from Friday night, KQ, and what we saw with Tio fighting very negative, Devin fighting very negative, not throwing shit. Ryan Garcia looked like trash and Rolly winning, but Ryan and Rolly, that shit wasn't fun to watch, but I'm just happy Rolly won the goddamn fight. Then you see what happened with Canelo and Score, which we'll get to in a minute. This is probably gonna be controversial. And a lot of people that are fans of this fighting style are not gonna like it. But I said it last night, and I'm gonna say it here again, bro. I'm glad that FA didn't get rewarded from running from that motherfucker for the last 2 or 3 rounds, bro. I'm tired of watching niggas fight, like get paid millions and millions of dollars to run from people, bro. At the end of the fight, FA was winning the fight. He had a good jab working. He had a good right hand working and shit. Cool, no problem. But when Bakole was on his ass, you could see who really was fucking somebody up, bro. His punches were clearly more effective because he made FA run around the goddamn ring like a chicken with his head cut off the last 2 or 3 rounds, bro. Yeah. Didn't want to throw shit. Didn't want to throw nothing. And to me, give whatchamacallit, give FA the first 3 or the first 4 rounds. Fucking Martin Bacole's 5th round was better than anybody's shit, man. It was better than anything that man did the whole first 4 rounds of the fight, bro. So I'm and I agree with you, Bakole. He need to be that Bakole from the Jared Anderson fight. He was like 280 pounds in that fight. He was 299 in this one. He need to lose like another 15, 20 pounds. That shit gonna be even more nasty than what he got going on. So I think FA probably should have got the win on points, maybe like a 96-94 victory. I wouldn't have had no problem with that. But I'm definitely not mad at the draw and shit, bro, because I'm tired of dudes just running around the goddamn ring, bro, and calling themselves the best in the goddamn world, bro. I'm tired of that shit being rewarded. Maybe they could do that shit in the 90s and the 2000s because we didn't have streaming services. We didn't have people with fire sticks, jailbreaking shit, and being able to fire stick and kind of stream fights and shit. But boxing is down, bro. Boxing is down bad. Like boxing ain't as popular as it used to be. So in order for shit to get back at what it was and be popular and shit, these boys got to get in there and fight, bro. They got to get in there and fight. I don't want to watch niggas running away, bro. Like I don't want to watch. Like that shit is not fun to me. It's not the sweet science. If I watch another motherfucker come on my channel and tell me that it's the sweet science when you got a motherfucker out this bitch like he running with the football and shit, bro.
Right.
He Kyrie Irving or some shit. Like
don't get hit.
They out this bitch in the ring doing crossovers, nigga. You know what I mean? And then the shot is just a little jab and shit. They tag, nigga. Tag you it, nigga. Tag you it. Like I'm tired of that shit, bro. I don't want to see that shit no more, bro. No more. So I'm glad they got a draw. Start rewarding niggas that's coming to fight, bro, and stop rewarding these dudes running around the goddamn ring. I'm tired of that shit, bro. So I'm not mad with the draw with Bakole and FA because Bakole whooped his ass. He whooped his ass when he got a hold of him. And the only reason he couldn't get a hold of him because FA was running the whole goddamn time. Right. That's all I got, bro. You got anything else on it? We're going to move to the next one, man.
Yeah, like I said, I had talked to older guys. I'm an older guy, and people get it all confused. Hit and don't get hit. That's the name of the game, KQ. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not what you mean by hit and don't get hit. You get there, you fight, you trade, you hit, and then you try to slip the punches, and that's hit and don't get hit. That's not running. Ring generalship, that's not ring generalship. A lot of people need to look. They watching boxing, but they don't know what they're watching. That's the thing about it.
Yeah.
So
and anybody, I'm convinced because, and then I'm gonna move on. The people that like don't be complaining about that shit, that be fans of these fighters, I'm convinced they don't be buying these fights, bro. Ain't no way you can buy a fight and be happy with what you saw Friday night. Like I paid my $45 for that one and $45 for the other. I did the little 2 for deal. Nigga, I spent $100 plus my damn $30 DAZN membership for that shit, bro. I'm pissed. I paid $120 for that shit, man. My DAZN shit, $30 after taxes. Then my the $89.99 for both of them bitches, and I didn't get entertained not one night. Fucked up my whole weekend. I could have took Miss KO to happy hour or some shit, man. Could have took my ass go get some ramen, some sushi or something, some goddamn Italian food, nigga, glass of wine, nigga. $120 go a long way on the weekend, bro. Waste my goddamn money. And then she talking smart. She looking over there at me and shit. KQ like, this is why we didn't go out. This is why we didn't go out. Like, are they gonna punch? So you said this weekend. You said this weekend is different because I let you. We usually go out on Fridays, but you said it was a big fight this weekend, and this is what happened. They're not even punching. I was like, man, it's some bullshit. I'm trying to talk the shit up. No, it's Devin. It's Devin. It's Tio. They the best fighters in the world. She said they don't look better than you. I like the Benavidez fight. That's what she told me. She said I like the Benavidez fight that you had me watch. I was like, me too. Me too. I enjoyed the Benavidez fight too. This shit here is not what that is. This is not what that is. So But that's all I got, man. What you got on Badu Jack, 41-year-old ass beating McCallion last night, man?
Man, you
He
know
beat
what?
McCallion. What you think of that, man?
Man, you know what? I always liked Badu Jack. I really did. When he was younger, when he was with the money team, Floyd Mayweather, and he came up to be a great fighter. At first, he was just a C-level fighter, kind of, but then he discovered the uppercut. He discovered the uppercut, and he's tall, and now he got a reach, and he's looking pretty good. And last night he pretty much got in there and got a little bit dirty. They let their hands go. And then he was going downstairs with punches. So I mean, Badu Jack, that was a pretty good fight. And that's how he normally does. He opened up in the second half of the fight. He pretty much figured him out, got warmed up. It seems like it's taking him a long time to warm up, but he get warmed up in the second half, and that's when he just go to work. And man, he had a great jab, and he worked inside. See, he's one of them guys that, because you can work with a free hand if you're in a clinch. And he's the type of guy, he'll go upstairs, downstairs, around the corner, down the street, around the corner, down the street. He would let his hands go. And then, of course, Bakole, I couldn't say the name correctly. I'm not good with names. But he's tall, and he was trying to pretty much trade with Jack. But Jack, he took them punches well and still kept coming forward. He kept on trying to bag him up. But it was an okay fight. It wasn't a big type of fight, but it was an okay fight for Badu Jack. He was able to maintain his belt. He's a cruiserweight champion. And so, I mean, it was an okay fight. Well, no sparks, no fireworks, but it was a good fight. So no knockouts, nothing like that. But it was a good fight. That's all I got on that.
Shout out to Kilo Neater with the 5-piece in the super chat. My dog say, tragic to see 300 people in the stands for a Canelo fight on Cinco de Mayo weekend. Entertainment value matched the attendance. In hindsight, yeah, that shit was crazy freaking work, bro. All right, so Badu Jack and McCallion, I think Badu Jack was doing subtle work. He worked pretty good for a 41-year-old. You could tell if they were both in their prime. Badu Jack is a better fighter than McCallion, but I think McCallion's youth played a part. And I slightly edged it to McCallion. I thought he won the fight. I'm not mad at the majority decision for Badu Jack, mainly because I had money on him. But for McCallion, for you to lose to even have a close fight like that with a 41-year-old who has been out the ring since February of 2023, I think that says a lot about you. And I just want to understand it and make it known that the entire cruiserweight division is absolute food for that boy Jai Opataya, and that's why he can't get no goddamn unification fight. Can you imagine Jai Opataya versus Badu Jack or Jai Opataya versus Zurdo Ramirez? I hope he gets his opportunity because he is an undisputed champion in the making if he can get the fights in the ring with the champions, because that damn division is there for the taking right now, straight up. We got my dog Charles with the 5-piece, no biscuit in the super chat. He says they picked the wrong Cuban to fight Canelo. Should have had Morel or Iglesias fight him instead. Now Canelo wanted that easy money, and they wanted to make sure they get to that Crawford fight. They wanted to make sure they get to that Crawford fight, man. Let's keep it moving though. Look, we got like 10 minutes, y'all. I would love to go over Jaime Munguia versus the French chef. He won. He got it going back. You know what I mean? He won a very clear decision. But we got to move to Canelo versus Skull. If y'all want to talk about that some more, I'm sure KQ will talk about it tomorrow on his morning show. He'll talk about Jaime Munguia for a segment for y'all since we're not covering it today. And I'll make sure I talk about it as well. I might drop a video on it. But
tonight, yeah,
we're gonna skip over. Jaime Munguia because we got to get to the most. Listen, Devin Haney was in the lead for the most boring fight of the fucking weekend. Most boring fight in history. Canelo said, "Hold my Dos Equis, hold my Corona, bro. Hold my Modelo, nigga, and let me show you something." This Canelo versus Skull fight was the worst fight I have ever seen in my damn life, bro. What are your thoughts on Canelo versus Skull, bro?
Well, man, I can tell you now. I see why Canelo was pissed off. After the fight, I'm gonna go there. After the fight, of course, Skull want to hug him, whatever. Canelo like, wait a minute, what was all that about, brother?
Canelo was mad in the motherfucker. He was like, come on, man.
Why you do that? Why you do that, dude? Sometimes when guys get in there and they feel the power of the other fighter, like Canelo likes to hit you on the arm, right? He like to get that jab arm, and Skull felt it. Then there goes Skull on that bike, on that bike, baby. He's going on that bike and he moved. I mean, he did a lot of movement. Matter of fact, for a big man, I thought he would have pretty much slowed down because all the muscles, and like I told you, fighters shouldn't be lifting weights like Anthony Joshua, Frank Martin, Kid Schofield. No, them guys shouldn't be lifting weights, and getting that big. And of course, but Skull, he was in shape. He, muscular, but he still kept moving, and he fought scared. He's fought scared, and it kind of reminded me of Devin Haney, but a bigger version. He was moving from left and right, left and right. If you listen to my call, you can hear me going. He going to the left. He going to the right. He going to the left. Back to the left. Back to the right. Back to the left. Back to the right. Then the 10-second clapper. Then he'll let his hands go with 5 seconds to go. Then he'll throw a right hand, maybe whatever, and boom, that go the round. Then the next round looked the same. The next round looked the same. And Canelo got tired. He got tired. He stopped for a minute. He just dropped his hand like, man, are we going to fight or what? So, but I don't know what his corner was telling him. I couldn't turn it up. But still in all, they had to tell him something because he still did the same thing out there. He didn't.
Man, his corner told him, keep doing what you're doing. I swear to God. I swear to God. William scored corner. Keep doing what you're doing. You're frustrating. Keep doing what you're doing. I swear to God, they told him that, bro.
Yeah. You're frustrating them, yeah, but you're not fighting them, And the Canelo was frustrated a little bit, I can tell. He's trying to, pretty much just go for broke. He almost got clipped too, but still, Canelo been fighting all his life, and he listened. He had fought and seen every style, and he saw that type of style like that from Kellen Plant, something like that, but still, he just wasn't going to cooperate, and Canelo had to do what he can do, that's what it is, and
shout out to yeah, man, you ain't wrong, man. Shout out to New Orleans Bam with the 5-piece in the super chat says a waste of hard-earned money. That shit should have been free TV or something. I can't read the other part. Oh, that shit. I think it's on my StreamYard, New Orleans Bam, so I can't see the emoji that you put up there. But shout out to you, dog. I appreciate the love, dog. Shout out to my dog, Drink More Water, dropping 5 of them things. You know what I'm saying? My managing moderator, Drink More Water. He can get y'all ass out of here. Even if you got a ranch, Drink will get your ass. But he can drop 5 of them things in the Super J. He says, Jai Zerto on undercard of Bivol better rubber match as long as they both win. Okay. Yeah, now that's fire. Jao Patai gonna whoop that boy ass. Canelo versus Skull. Canelo made me think that the Bud Crawford fight might be closer than I thought because that boy didn't look good. But I don't think Bud is gonna run like William Skull. William Skull, I'm glad he lost. I'm glad that he just got the L because he does not deserve to get rewarded for none of that shit. If I was a judge, I would have scored that shit 120 to 108. Nigga, we not giving you no rounds for running and shit. Like, Skull is talented and he from Cuba. And so I'm trying to keep in the back of my mind and remember and be objective that when somebody that good decides that they just not gonna get hit, not gonna engage at all, they not gonna engage at all. Bro, KQ, you was calling the fight. He was so scared of getting hit and so scared of engaging. He literally did a jump cut. Yeah. In football, they got the jump cut and shit. He was in that bit. Canelo come at him, try to throw a punch. He was jumping to the side on it. Like, no, nigga, don't hit me. Right. That's not even a boxing stance. That nigga was.
Yeah. Almost hit
come on, bro. Who trying to watch this shit? I paid my money for this shit, bro.
Yeah.
He talking all that shit before the fight. I will eat Canelo. I will eat Canelo. I am going to eat Canelo. Boy, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, I'm glad you lost. Somebody need to check and make sure they let his ass out of Saudi Arabia, bro. Because Turkey and them ain't playing about it. They ain't playing about that shit, bro. And did you see Turkey? Did you see Turkey get on the apron? Turkey was pissed, boy.
Yeah, he was pissed.
Turkey was mad. Turkey was mad in the motherfucker. He was on the apron like this, nigga. He was just mad. He was looking like, man, this some bullshit. The ref started telling him, you need to fight. The commentator was like, I wish they could deduct points for people from not fighting. It was bad, bro.
Oh man.
It was all kind of bad. So but the good news is, so Canelo did enough to win. He threw way less punches. Him and Skull, they ain't throw shit, but I'm glad William Skull didn't get rewarded for running from Canelo Alvarez the whole goddamn time. But Canelo didn't cut off the ring, but it's hard to cut off a ring against an athletic motherfucker that just don't want to fight you. So luckily for us as fight fans, that will not be Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is gonna come to fight that boy. He's a better fighter than Skull, so and he believe in himself. He coming to win, and so hopefully Canelo can put on a better performance against somebody that's probably not gonna be there to just get hit and not do nothing. He gonna be there to try to make you miss and make you pay at least, and so we'll see how that shit goes. But shout out to Richard Paris with the 5-piece in the super chat. Shakur gassed the hell out of Skull on Twitter to mentally prep his fans for the pay the stinker he about to put on. He said Shakur was gassing Skull. That wasn't no boxing, bro. I'm tired of all these I'm tired of all these people, man. I'm tired of all these people trying to act like this shit is boxing. That shit wasn't boxing, man. Kurt Hurd with the membership for 5 months. That jump move, then complain about the low blow. Yeah, you jumping, making them hit you with a goddamn low blow shot. So that shit was trash. The most exciting thing from the weekend was Canelo Alvarez fight announcements against a fighter coming up 3 weight classes in goddamn 2 fights. That's how trash the weekend has been of boxing so far. That the most exciting thing that I witnessed was them officially announce Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford on September the 12th. Did Canelo's performance change your mind about wanting to see that fight a little bit? Do you think Bud has a better shot today than what he had yesterday before the Canelo and Skull fight?
You know what? I'm about to say yes. Reason why I'm saying that because Canelo fought Floyd back in 2015, I'm not mistaken. I think it was 2015. Well, Canelo been fighting for many years. And he went pro like 16, 15, and he's seen every style. He had been fighting for a long time, and he's not really that old. I think he's about 36, maybe 34, and he's not really that old, so, but.
Yeah, he like 4-5 years younger than Bud. Bud be about turning 39 by the time they fight.
Yeah.
He'll either be turning 39 or he'll be about to be 39, if memory serves me correct.
Yeah, so all that, working out, putting a lot of toll on your body, a lot of punches. So, I mean, that took toll on you, and it ages you. And he's getting older now, and he's going to slow down a little bit. But Bud, this is probably his last fight, and he's going to probably try to outbox him because Canelo's still flat-footed, a little bit. And so, I think it changed my mind. I think Bud's going to try to outbox him. He's not going to run, but he's going to box him. That's what he's going to do.
Okay, my bad. Bud is 37. Appreciate you, Drink. Yeah, he's 37, so he'll be 38 by September. Yeah, I ain't no Bud. I don't know. I'm guessing a little bit, but I know the Bud fans in the chat gonna keep me straight on their boy. They ain't gonna keep me straight on their boy. Y'all know I don't like that boy. Y'all know I can't stand that nigga, but I appreciate y'all. 37. He's gonna be 38 in September. Go ahead, okay.
Yeah, so that basically Bud last fight almost, unless he want to go for another payday. Because let's be honest, Bud fans, this ain't for no legacy. This for a payday. He want to get that retirement check, and that's what he's doing. And of course, Canelo's gonna give it to him. So cause he gonna get his bag too. So, but I think both guys, this is their last fight.
I might pick like I've been saying, KQ. I'm rooting for Bud because of the two, I dislike Canelo way more than Bud. And I was always saying I think the weight class thing for a reason. And I got Canelo beating him, but I'd be lying if I ain't say after last night, bro. I see a path to victory for Bud Crawford. I think that fight got a lot closer last night. Obviously, Bud Crawford has been out the ring for a long time by the time that they fight. I do think Canelo will look better with a guy that's going to be actually willing to fight him and shit, though. It's going to come down to how elusive can Bud be. Because I think if they both are able to hit each other relatively easy, you got to trust the durability of Canelo being at that weight class, having a granite chin, more than you trust the Bud Crawford coming to the weight class for the first time. And just like Canelo looked regular, let's not forget that Bud Crawford looked very regular against Madrimov, and that was 2 weight classes below this one. So if he's able to do it, then we'll see, bro. But I'm more interested in the fight today than I was yesterday because Canelo looked like such trash, and you're only as good as your last performance.
Right.
So we'll see. I know I did see if somebody dropped it in the super chat. Did you see Turki grab Bud Crawford by his hand and shit? Like, get your ass over here. Get right here for this. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it. Well, in the ring.
Bud got in the ring. He doing like sometimes like Miss KO might be walking in the middle of the street. I might see a car or whatever, and I'd be like, yeah, baby, come over here. There's a car coming right there. Let's cross the street over here and shit. Turki did that shit to Bud. He was like, yeah, come over here. You know what I'm saying? Grab your hand and shit. Come over here and shit. It was
okay, Bud.
Hey man, I didn't know if you saw it or not. I just wanted to ask if you saw it and shit. I saw it, man.
Hey,
I saw it, man. Hey, man. Anything for the bag, man. Bellaface say stop the BS. Man. I'm just saying he grabbed his hand and shit. He's like, hey, man.
Hey, you know. Bud been on his best behavior since he been wanting to fight Canelo.
Yeah, that boy ain't said shit. Right. Hey, he told Shakur. He told Shakur, you on your own, dog. I'm not. Yeah. Listen, hey, nigga, why is you fucking up? Nigga, you better apologize, nigga. The fuck?
Yeah, for real. What you doing, man? You messed me up, cause you know they think we praying.
Hey, he ain't take up for Shakur at all. He like, nigga, shit.
So see, Bud got from New York all the way to Dubai, man, flying with Turkey, baby.
Hey, man. It's past 10:30. What niggas say? Niggas say it's a cultural thing. Y'all so shit. Fuck that culture shit. What? Ain't no man. I don't give a damn where I'm at. Ain't no nigga finna be grabbing my hand. Get your motherfucking hands off me. You fucking wrong. Fucking wrong with you? Give it that. I could be in Saudi Arabia, Labia, Gabia, wherever the fuck, nigga. Europe, Asia. Russia, nigga, I could be. You ain't fit to grab my hand. The fuck. Shout out Brashton McClendon with the 5-piece. No biscuit in the super chat says Shakur stayed telling on himself. Oh, you dropped the link in there, man. I wish we had more time. It's past 10:30, and so we gotta roll. KQ, let them know where you at, man. Let them know where you going. What you got going on this week, man?
Okay, well, first of all, we got a fight tonight. All right, we got Monster in the way. All right, yes, sir. I will be on the call once again, 3rd night in a row. All right, yes, sir. And first of all, I want to thank all my subscribers. We did great numbers on Friday night. We did great numbers last night. Let's do great numbers tonight. All right.
Oh yeah, and y'all, the show's only an hour and a half, but obviously, man, we wanted to preview the night for y'all too. But man, we got another night of boxing, so we got Monster in the way. Obviously, we got Rafael Espinoza, Emiliano Vargas is on that card. Rohan Polanco, a great prospect that's a former Olympian out of Dominican Republic, is on that card. This card should be more entertaining for you diehard boxing fans. So y'all be sure to check that out tonight. Appreciate y'all watching. Y'all know I'll be live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Salute to all y'all for coming through. KQ, take it easy. Everybody have a great Sunday. And we'll catch y'all. We gone, man. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.